Hi everyone, I'm looking into the case today of the missing person Jack O'Sullivan, who went missing in Bristol in the UK. Now this case recently came on my radar, some articles that I saw about it, and I did a little bit of a channeling last night with Jack. It was all quite clear in terms of what I was seeing. So that's what I'm going to share with you all right now. Now I know he left a party early morning, 3 a.m. My channeling goes from there. He was telling me he was taken by surprise, and I suddenly saw headlights in my mind's eye. So it's like he turned around and there were headlights in front of him. Suddenly he was hit by a white car. I'll say light coloured because for those of you who don't know about visions and channeling, I saw white, but in a vision it could be a light colour like yellow, light grey, for example. I was getting a head wound, back of his head, in particular left side. I'm suddenly feeling it now actually. Back of my head on the left, there's a wound. Jack said he didn't know the driver. So I was really feeling hit and run because I also saw a vision of a figure running. Not literally, but I feel that was sort of showing me that this person ran or drove away, obviously. Now I got a bit about this person. I can actually see them in my mind's eye. Sorry everyone, just need to grab myself a moment. I'm not very good at, I can sketch, but I'm not very good at doing like portraits, so I can't do that, I'm afraid. I'd have to get someone else to help with that, but I'm getting a criminal energy and that he was in a stolen car. Young male with black hair. I saw him wearing a white t-shirt and I was strongly feeling Moroccan just from seeing him. He looks Moroccan. The initial B came through and then I heard Bilal. So that strongly came out. I heard that, and I was getting Arabic speaker as well. Quite a dark energy. This person smokes. I heard wacky backy. Now I don't even know if I spelled that correctly, but I kept hearing it. So that's what I was guided to write. I heard drug runner, and I was seeing this person has red eyes. So I believe that when they were driving, they might have been actually intoxicated or under the influence of some chemicals, unfortunately. So shifty energy, dark energy. Now, I'm also feeling Jack's body is in the water. I kept smelling lavender, so maybe there's some lavender around that area. Not sure why that came through, to be honest. And I also channeled the song Downtown. I kept hearing it playing over and over in my mind, which, you know, shows it's channeled. There's a message in that song. Could be something in terms of where he is, that it's in that lower part of town. It could be close to the bridge. I mean, I've seen the map on the article that I saw about this case. I'm seeing that it's like partly covered and then there's an open part as well, with the water there. So that's where I feel Jack was. So that's what I got there for the channeling. Now obviously we know he'd left a party. I was sensing that something happened at the party, like there was a bad atmosphere. An argument, and Jack wanted to leave. Yeah, because I'm getting emotions coming through as I say that. He felt quite free when he left. He wanted to walk. That's what I was being shown. But let's just tune in a little bit more now with the cards into the party. As I said, I don't feel there's a link to the party actually, other than that he just wanted to leave. Yeah, I feel that, wow, okay, so we do have the Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck and the Three of Swords, yeah. So something did happen as I felt. This is like a lying, deceptive energy here, behind the scenes. Some sort of third party. I'm wondering if it was an argument over a female, potentially. Something there. Because even here we've got three energies. So I feel Jack was fine, you know, pure of heart. And I'm just feeling like there was like jealousy or something. In terms of who he was talking to, and Jack just wanted to get out of there. He thought it through. And there's like, I'm getting, yeah, there was someone there watching him who was jealous. That's what I'm just channeling suddenly now. So that's why it helps to go deeper, obviously, with the cards. So let's just see anything else on that energy you want to tell us. Yeah, you see we've got a couple here coming out. Someone, yeah, so what I'm feeling is that Jack was with this other energy, and there's someone else there, Zed, who was jealous, who had high hopes in terms of that female he was with. Wow, now that's interesting because this is the Wounded Warrior, and we often see in this card someone with a head wound. So that's confirming what came through to me in my channeling. I'm suddenly feeling it again, back left of my head. I channel it physically. But this other energy caused friction that night in some way. Now, I'm not sure if it was with, you know, Jack, but I just feel that's what made Jack make this decision to leave. Yeah, I feel he stood up for himself. And then there was a change, yeah, that's when he left. I feel. Wow, I keep channeling this head wound. I'm feeling it. I'm not feeling it happened at the party, but it's interesting that I'm really feeling it, and like a woozy feeling in the head at this party, you know, and we do have someone here with a weapon. Let's see if we can clarify that. There was tension and conflict at that party, as I felt. Yeah, another energy, male energy there, who was jealous, who wanted their own way. So, you know, I could be just feeling like a headache energy with that card confirming, I would say. And then the head injury was later. Okay, I'm just going to clear the cards. I'll be right back. So let's take a look now at when Jack was walking. So we know there was some CCTV of him at 3 a.m. walking along the bridge. And then later there was more footage of him. Yes, obviously we know nighttime energy. It's interesting, a mother energy has come out. And I did see in the article that came up his mother, who has returned to where he was walking. I'm getting shivers now. Wow, yeah, because when I read that, she returned and she's been walking along the route Jack took. And I got a lot of emotions, so I feel that, like Jack was saying to me, he's there with her. Okay, now that's interesting. This is showing me that he didn't do this, you know, if anyone's wondering that. Because the Fool is often depicted as someone about to jump off a cliff. So that's just coming through intuitively there. I'm suddenly getting the head wound again. It's like back, left side, sort of just there. So I'm strongly feeling it. So yeah, like he was quite chilled. That's what I'm hearing. I'm just being shown that intuitively, like the headlights, because that's kind of how I saw it. Came out of nowhere. You know, the moon shows something hidden. So it's like he didn't see it coming. I feel also that energy didn't see him. I do sense it was an accident, but obviously it's still not a very nice energy to have done what they did. Yeah, see, it's interesting that in this card we see plants. I'm just being drawn, guided by my spirit guides to the green. Remember in my channeling, I was hearing wacky backy, so yeah, that's what that person was focused on. They had to go and do this drug run, so they didn't stop. Yeah, a single energy. It's interesting, this person has darker skin, and that's what I was feeling. So obviously I've got a Moroccan energy, and that's interesting. I saw the person in a white t-shirt. They're wearing white. Quite an egotistical energy. Just after money. They operate alone. as well in their work. Yeah, and it's a dark energy, as I felt. Someone who's just after money all the time, and it's just blown, though, on drugs. So it's like just this cycle that energy goes through, because they're actually a user themselves. Wow. Now, okay, I was guided to this deck for a reason. We've got someone here with darker skin, white shirt, and I was seeing the person's hair being a bit afro. Wow, that's amazing. I wasn't seeing the skin being as dark as that, to be honest, but even so, there's a clue that confirms my vision. So let's just see if we can get any clues in terms of where Jack's body is. Obviously I did feel water, that he's in the water. Oops. Okay, wow, that's interesting. You probably saw how that happened by accident. I flipped over the card and there's water on the back of these cards and flowers, yeah. So my channeling, I was smelling lavender. There's flowers nearby, so I believe it's like the riverbank. And must be, you know, lavender or strong smelling flowers. Wow. These things happen for a reason. Yeah, the tower, which shows something unexpected. He fell into the water, I believe. I believe he was like flipped. I was actually seeing that. He was sort of flipped right over and just went flying. So there's confirmation. See, again, we've got like an afro coming through. It's interesting. Yeah, so again, I'm getting someone who was alone. So interesting that I'm seeing that like the headlights. That's how I see visions. This person could have a family as well. Possibly a baby. Wow, and there's the Ten of Swords, yeah, so there's, unfortunately, when this happened, this can show the end of a life, quite painful, but quite sudden, with the Tower. Tower, Ten of Swords, definitely, I would say, so sad. And this, I'm being shown like water as well. We've got 2 tens confirming the ending there. Sudden. Someone made this happen, I believe. I don't believe it was planned. But we've got quite a manipulative dark energy. We just confirm that. I mean, with the Tower, that's confirming it, really. That it was sudden. Yeah, wow. Knight of Wands. Now usually we see the knight on a horse, which would show transport. Person does have a white top on. That's very interesting. So just someone who's very flighty, was in a rush, because they were doing this job. I'm being intuitively shown this person with their eyes closed. They're not closed, but like not focusing. And you know, it just happened suddenly to Jack. Wow. And then the Six of Swords shows someone moving on. 2 cards showing that. Transport, someone just moved on. And we've got water as well. I feel they didn't even look back, to be honest. And there's the sun rising, so it was very early morning. We've got 6. I mean, it could have been 6 a.m. I haven't really sort of channeled timing, but it's possible that it was later. We'll see if we get any other clues. Well, we've got a 3, so it could have been around that time of the CCTV. I'd say between 3 and 6. There's a female who's very sad about this. I thought he was close to Jack. Yeah, and when she received communication about this, wow, I'm getting shivers with this card. It says hope. There's someone here by the water who has hope, you know. I'm feeling this is Jack's mother. I'm getting a lot of shivers here. As I say this, which is confirming. Obviously a lot of people are sad. I don't think this case is that well known, sort of that publicised, but you know, do your own research, obviously. Yeah, someone from his past. We do have love, though, coming through as well, which I was feeling. There's like a love interest there, or girlfriend who is very sad. Then we've got this energy coming through who got away with it. Yeah, again, male. Could have been wearing a hat. Yeah, it says thief. It's interesting, in my channeling I got criminal come through, younger energy again. This can show someone in their 20s, but remember, if you've seen any of my channelings with age, it's not always accurate, because a dark energy can look older than they are, for example, so it could even be 30. I'm not really going to give an exact age there. Let's just see any other behind the scenes info. Wow, it says journey. So yeah, we've got, again, like he was walking. There was a car. The person in the car was doing work. We've got the Ten of Pentacles again. So they were just focused on that, and it just happened all of a sudden. We're kind of getting the same thing coming through. I'm just going to clear the space once more. I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm just being guided to let the cards speak now. Anything else we need to know? Wow, yeah. See, very dark energy coming through, as I felt. Someone who's just focused on money, the material world. They were in a rush, as we had before. It happened very quickly. They could be a Capricorn or Earth sign. I'm not sure if I said that before, but I did see Earth sign. Possibly, or fire. Could have fire in their chart as well. We've got that same card as before, Page, which is a very young energy. But as I said, with channeling, age isn't always accurate, but can be someone sort of early 20s to late 20s. But you see, in my vision, the person looked a bit older than that. They looked in their 30s, so they might be younger but look older because they're a dark energy. I think I mentioned this in one of my previous readings. Okay, so yeah, again we've got this person was travelling, possibly quite far. They were alone. Now, I'm really feeling a white vehicle, but as it could be a light vehicle. And then something happened. I'm feeling that wound on my head again as I pick up this card. And I'm just feeling that person knew what happened, and they were juggling like this, you know, they were sort of like, oh, what do I do? Do I stay? Do I go? Because they had to be somewhere. And they just went. They left the scene. So that's what's coming through here. See, even here we've got quite a young energy, haven't we? In this card. Yeah, and this is when it happened. Now it's interesting, we've got 3 again, so around 3 a.m. After that time, because I know the CCTV still showed Jack at 3:38. He was seen walking. I'm just intuitively feeling there could have been some people nearby, a couple, who were out around that time. They may come forward in the future when this happened. They may not have clearly seen anything though, because they were sort of quite busy. But again, just this heavy energy from that person. Yeah, again, a male, quite a stubborn, dark energy. Weighed down, because they had to be somewhere, but we got a 10 showing an ending. Again, so this is like when it happened. Any other information on this scene when it happened. Wow, you can't make this up, everyone. We've got, I mean, obviously it's donkeys, but this is showing vehicles, and then someone here running. Remember at the beginning I said I had a vision of someone running. Now maybe someone actually was out running as well, who might have seen this. But with that I was just seeing, hit and run. Now there could have been another car around that saw what happened, but they haven't come forward. We've got a lawyer, so I feel there will be some sort of, a case in the future. Maybe with these energies that come forward. Yeah, we've got the authorities as well. So it could be something that they see, or these energies that come forward. Because it's quite interesting. This is the same as this card, the Ace of Swords. It is communication. Two energies. Is it these two energies here who saw something? Maybe they were a bit tipsy. Yeah, we've got two coming through here, two energies again, who may have seen something. I really hope they come forward. We've got a male energy who is still investigating this case, I feel. So maybe, searching for potential witnesses. And it's a sincere friend, yeah. There's a friend in particular as well who's keeping this case public, maybe on social media. Could be a female, could be the female that I feel was seeing Jack. That's coming through now. It's quite difficult with cards, but I really want to try and see if I can get time. Timing, time in terms of when this happened to Jack. Okay, we got 5 coming out there. 7, so maybe between 5 and 7. Just try get a card to jump out. We got Justice, so there could be justice in the future to have had the lawyer. And the Queen of Wands is this energy here, sincere friend, who brings justice to this case. So it could be this friend who finds something out, brings it to the police and the legal system. Yeah, that card just flipped over. Some information there that comes forward. I'm just going to pause the camera and meditate for a moment and try and get a card. Okay, it's interesting. The card I just shuffled and this card flipped over. And it's a 3. So it could be sort of after that footage. 3, 3 coming on for 4. Wow, the Tower as well is just flipped out. So around 3, 3 onwards anyway. We know we still saw him alive at 3, but early hours of the morning is really what I'm getting. Okay everyone, so I'm going to leave that there. That was quite interesting what came through. I may do a follow-up if anything else comes through channeled. Let us know in the comments if you notice anything as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all very soon.